Immediately after Jesus' resurrection, he gave his disciples a mission. Go therefore and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, teaching them to observe all that I have commanded you. This was a mission to evangelize, a mission to share the truth and love of Jesus Christ with everyone in the world, a mission to tell the world the most important message of all time, that Jesus Christ was born, died, and rose again to defeat sin and death, and reconcile humanity, each of us, back into a relationship with God, our Father. But before they were to go, Jesus instructed them to wait in Jerusalem until they received the gift God had promised, the Holy Spirit. On the day of Pentecost, the sound of a violent wind came and filled the house the disciples were in, and tongues of fire came to rest upon each of them. The Holy Spirit had come in power. Filled with the Spirit, Peter preached the gospel boldly and without fear. By the end of his message, 3,000 people were baptized and had given their lives to Jesus. Today, the Archdiocese of Detroit is experiencing a new Pentecost, a new outpouring of the Holy Spirit, and a new call to return to the Church's original mission. Like that pivotal moment in the upper room, God is calling and empowering his people to unleash the gospel in the Archdiocese of Detroit. He is calling each of us to become Spirit-filled evangelizers who overflow with the joy of the gospel and to boldly share the good news of Jesus with our families, friends, co-workers, and neighbors. Why? Because the message of the gospel is still the most beautiful, radical, and life-changing message of all time. And because the world needs to hear it every bit as much today as it did 2,000 years ago. For the gospel to be unleashed, we must reclaim our identity as a band of joyful missionary disciples. For the gospel to be unleashed, we must experience a radical overhaul from an inward, maintenance-focused church to an outward, mission-focused church. And for the gospel to be unleashed, there can be no bystanders. Each of us has a part to play. When these things happen, we'll see the gospel unleashed in the Archdiocese of Detroit and beyond.